Hello Scorpio, so I'm doing your weekly reading for November the 12th to the 19th. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We'll take a look at your blind spot. We'll figure out what it is that's working for you and of course how it is all likely going to play out as well. So if you just give me a quick minute so I could sort out your deck and we'll get right to it. Okay, so the first card that came out here for you guys was the River of Release, and it says, drift along the River of Release where waters carry away burdens, guiding towards renewal, right? So it's asking, what is it that you're needing to release? Okay, now that could be certain people who are, you know, just not in alignment with you. They could be a bit abusive, right? So it's time to release those individuals. It could also be unhelpful ways of thinking. It can be addictions, unhelpful habits, anything like that, okay? This is all about surrender and release anyone or anything that currently has control over you, right? Now, it's never nice to think about someone or something else having control over us. Could be, I mean, because literally we like to think that, you know, we are all fiercely independent and strong, and oh, that's impossible that anyone else is controlling me. Take a closer look. Okay, take a closer look, because there are lots of different types of control, and something or someone does have control over you at this moment in time, which is exactly why you're being asked to release them. Okay, drift along the River of Release where waters carry away your burdens, right? Guiding towards renewal. And then you've got gentle release that came out with it. So it's doubling down on that particular message. And this one says, let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents. Okay, so the element of water this week, and I know you are a water sign, technically you're fire water, but the element of water is going to be very, very healing for you guys this week in particular, okay? So I don't know if you want to partake in some sort of water cleansing ritual. Either find a guided one online, or, you know, you can make up your own as well. Oftentimes I find that that's the most powerful thing you can do, is to create your own cleansing rituals, because then it's specifically catered towards you and your needs, right? Either way, this message is saying that you're needing to release something or someone. I'm going to find out more about that in a minute. I just need to get the rest of your cards out. Right, so what's going on at the bottom of the deck? The Cloud of Unknowing. Okay, float on the clouds of the unknown, surrender, there's that word again, surrender to the mystery and embrace the sacred within. So that's kind of like hermit type energy, okay? What is it that your own intuition is telling you about this person or this situation, right? I need to clarify the first two cards just to begin with, and that's going to really help me to understand the energies here of what exactly is going on. So what is it that Scorpio's needing to release, please? What is this that Scorpio needs to release this week? Okay. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords. Either a liar that you're dealing with, or this could be self-delusions as well. Just take it as it resonates. But the topic is to do with untruths. That's what you're needing to release. So any untruths that have been spoken about you, any accusations, false accusations that you have been contending with, that you've been dealing with, that you've been carrying a burden of something, right? And it's heavily implying here that it's to do with lies and untruths. So Scorpio, I'm understanding this message as you have been carrying around lies that people have told on you, or about you, or to you. And it's time to release those. Yes, for a small handful of you guys, it abso-friggin-lutely can be saying, in what ways have you been lying to yourself? It could be you might have been lying to yourself because you were believing in the lies that were told to you or about you. But it's the Seven of Swords. You're literally needing to release the Seven of Swords. Lies, trickery, deceit, betrayals. Surrender all of that back up to the universe. This week, Scorpio, this week, this is going to be the main bone of contention for you guys. Okay? Let's see if I can find out more. Can you tell us more about these lies? Thank you. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Apparently you've got work to do here, Scorpio. They're saying that it's going to be a lot for you to unpack, okay? Because apparently these lies run deep, or these accusations, it runs deep, okay? That there is a lot of work to do. So it's time to get to work. Ooh, okay, so a bit of a heavy one this week. Why is this happening? The meadow of moments. Bask in the meadow of moments where presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. This is getting grounded. It's getting you back into reality. It's getting you back in the present moment. Right? So some of you guys have been, I hate to say it because it sounds so harsh, but bear with me, right? They're literally saying some of you guys have been living a lie, and it's a lie that was imposed upon you. You've been living a lie. Now that could literally, I mean, is a burden, so it's something heavy, right? Let's think of some examples for this. Okay, so some of you could be finding out, or have recently found out, that you were lied to about your heritage, your parentage, or something like that, right? That's a friggin' heavy burden to carry. Or you had been accused of doing something or being a certain type of person, and you're nothing like that at all, right? Again, that's a heavy burden to carry. So again, take it as it resonates. You're going to know exactly what this is about. It could be multiple things, actually, with that being the Eight of Pentacles. It could be lots of things. And there was the clear message there of there's a lot to unpack. Right? Never, ever, ever carry false accusations. Ever. Because that can destroy a person's soul. And the whole point here, Spirit's wanting for you to go through that process of unpacking all of these lies, surrendering them, releasing them, send them back to where they belong, so that you can genuinely start living again. Okay? Because this energy is indicating that somebody here has not been living their fullest due to these Seven of Swords, due to these lies and these burdens and these accusations that they've been shouldering. Okay? So it's time. This is literally why this is happening. Okay, can you tell us more about why this is happening for Scorpio, please? It's very, very intense energies. Can you tell us more about why this is happening for Scorpio? The Three of Wands, yeah. Because it's time now for you to progress and for you to evolve up to the next level. Okay? It's time now for growth. But this is illustrating substantial growth. It's time for you to stand tall again, for you to stand proud again of who you are, right? Can you tell us more for this energy, please, for Scorpio? Whoa. Five of Wands, Strength, and the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Five of Wands is trials of strength. And you literally have the Strength card that's come out with it. You no longer have to endure, Scorpio. For too long, you have been enduring. This is now a sense of freedom. Okay, you've done the enduring part. Now you're moving towards actually living. Page of Pentacles is a student. It's student energy. It's learning. And I'm understanding this energy as you're learning who you truly are outside of the lies that have either been told to you or about you. This is a full-on intense journey of self-discovery outside of other people's opinions of who you are. Because you can see that this one's got no face. So it's almost as if you're discovering for the first time who you are. Because up until this point, you were believing in these lies that were either told to you or about you. You're discovering your true sense of self, basically. What's going on in your blind spot? Duality dance. Seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within yourself. In your blind spot, like if you take a closer look at this, you can just about see this clown is on strings. Don't know if you can see that. Okay. So you're no longer going along with the rhetoric. You're no longer going along with other people's bullshit, basically. It's like you're proper making a stand. You're making a statement. Nah, fuck you. This is who I am. I'm not who you say I am. I'm not who you're making me out to be. This is who I am. I'm going to dictate who I am, not you. Right? Seeking the balance among all of the chaos that's going on throughout this situation, and coming to that point of being at total peace with yourself and total acceptance of who you are. And tell us more about Scorpio's blind spot, please. Scorpio's blind spot. And it's strange as well because this energy, it feels very on again, off again, right? It's very sort of stop, start, stop, start. It's just the way that this deck is handling for your read. So it kind of feels like one moment you feel like you're making progress with this, and then the next minute you feel like you've hit a bit of a brick wall. Okay? Spirit's saying here, progress is still progress. Okay? Even if you feel like you're not actually getting anywhere, you are still actually making a lot of progress. And look at this, the Queen of Cups has come out for your blind spot. Speaking of self-acceptance, right? The Queen of Cups is literally the card of self-acceptance, of love, non-judgmental love, unconditional love. And it's in your blind spot. So you see in yourself almost as if for the first time, and you're seeing yourself as a genuinely kind, loving, decent, honest, empathic individual. You're seeing yourself for who you truly, truly are, which is nothing at all like the version that certain other people had you believe that you were, right? You're flat out rejecting other people's versions of who you are. Look, there's your major arcana has come out, and it's come out squiffy. It says it all. It literally says it all. I don't know what else I can say to that, Scorpio, without basically repeating everything that I've already just told you. Because that's literally Spirit saying, yeah, Scorpio, you're seeing yourself as if for the first time ever. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful transition here that you're going through. What's working for you? The dream weaver. So that's the magician energy. Dreaming and imagining. Bring your powerful vision into reality. So what's working for you, you're going to find, Scorpio, that because of all of this inner work that you're doing, you will discover quite quickly that your ability to manifest and create is going to be a lot smoother, okay? Because you're no longer fighting with these energies of like what other people have been trying to project onto you, and then you internalizing that, it causes this inner friction, this inner battle. You're no longer going to have to contend with that. So your ability to manifest is going to be spot on. Can you tell us more about what is working for Scorpio, please? I will say as well, Scorpio, that it might be wise for you to make sure that you get your energy levels back up again before you start focusing on creating or manifesting stuff, okay? Because you just want to be top form for you doing this. Now you've got the Eight of Wands that's coming out, and it did come out ever so slightly off center, okay? So again, emphasizing on that stop and start energy. I kind of do feel like it's Spirit that's stopping you from moving too quickly on certain things and on certain projects, which is why you're getting that vibe of, okay, 1 minute I feel like I can go, and then the next minute I come up against a brick wall. That's why that's happening. It feels like it's Spirit that's stopping you here, and I hate to put it in words like this, but I can't think of a better way of putting it right now. But they're saying it is actually for your own good, because it's to make you stop so that you can process everything that you've just been through. And then once you've done that processing and that releasing, then you can move on to the next bit or the next stage, okay? It's so that you don't become overwhelmed with everything all at the same time. Okay, so that's why you're experiencing that stop, start this week. Okay, it's by design. It's totally deliberate. Okay, so try not to freak out and panic when you do experience that sort of friction almost. Okay, you can tell us more about what is working for Scorpio at this time. Yeah, Ace of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Ace of Cups, an abundance of love. Unconditional love. This combination because it's what's working for you. You're no longer going to be rejecting yourself. You're no longer going to be rejecting your version of reality. Okay? You're going to be accepting of your own memories and of your own journey, right? You're no longer going to feel like there's something wrong with you, okay? Because I do get the impression that someone has made it their mission in life to have you believe that there's something inherently wrong with you. And in actual fact, like, there's nothing wrong with you at all, right? That's just someone else's insecurities, basically, that they have had you shoulder for such a long time. So you're no longer going to feel like you have to maybe keep yourself to yourself so much. You're no longer going to feel like you're being a burden on other people. Okay? You're going to feel like you can start to open up a lot more. Definitely. It's such a beautiful, beautiful transformation here. How is this likely going to play out? Worthy goal. Get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life's purpose. Yeah, your life's purpose, Scorpio. Not someone else's, okay? Not someone else's projected versions of what you should or shouldn't be doing, right? This is your life purpose. And that's the worthiest goal of all. They're saying here, Scorpio, that you're going to reach your targets. In fact, they're saying you're going to surpass the targets that you set out for yourself. They're saying that you're going to surprise yourself, okay? You got bullseye after bullseye after bullseye here. And it's all coming from you. Because your energy is completely different. Your vibe is completely different. How else is this likely going to play out? Thank you. Yes, the Three of Pentacles. You're no longer feeling alone, okay? Because Three of Pentacles, that's working with others. It's working within a group or within a team. It's working towards the same goals, right? I feel the most important message here, Scorpio, is you're putting something out on public display. Okay, that could be your work that you're putting out on public display. Maybe you didn't have the confidence to do that until now. It could just be you putting your best step forward, okay? It could be you taking your rightful position within your chosen career, okay? Or you just genuinely feeling confident without feeling like you have to fake it, okay? This is you genuinely feeling confident enough to put yourself out there, or to put your work out there, or your art, okay, whatever that's about specifically for you, right? What is it that you have been keeping hidden, right? Out of fear of negative judgment, out of fear of criticism. What is it that you've been hiding away that really does need to be brought to the forefront now, right? Because that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be bringing it out into the forefront where other people can see and enjoy it, right? What else for Scorpio, please? Yeah. Empress, divine feminine energy. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, okay? The Empress energy belongs to everyone, right? It's all about fertility, abundance, and that important word, creation, right? It is vital for the human psyche to be creative. And you're definitely creating something here, Scorpio, that's very, very beautiful. You're no longer going to be afraid to let other people see what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're making, okay? Whatever particular topic this is all about specifically for you, right? This is you basically living your best life. being very, very abundant, okay? There's the very real likelihood here that you've got financial independence here as well. And it's through doing something that you absolutely love. So it makes perfect sense as to why somebody was determined to keep you in this frame of mind where there was very little confidence, right? Where you were constantly worried or anxious, right? It worked for them because they could see, clearly, they could see your potential, right? But now you're starting to see your potential, which gives you this whole new attitude of, do you know what, fuck you. And I love that. I absolutely love that. Because you're going to surpass, again, with that Empress energy, you're going to surpass every single goal, every single target that you set yourself. Because you've got that genuine confidence to back you up. And there's nothing fake or phony or pretend about it. That's about as genuine as what you could possibly get. And that is a force to be reckoned with, to be completely honest with you. You're going to be a force to be reckoned with, Scorpio. It's under the, King of Pentacles. Just in case anybody didn't believe me about the financial independence or the financial security here, the King of Pentacles is here to tell you, that's a very, very real possibility, right? It also indicates that this is about your long-term growth, your long-term success, right? So you're not looking at like a flash in the pan type of success. You're looking at long-term, stable success here, okay? Right, so I'm going to pull you a healing message. I didn't feel that it was necessary to clarify any of that read, actually, Scorpio, because it was very, very self-explanatory. It was very much to the point. Like there was no confusion there at all what was going on with your energy. I do apologize for the awkward shuffles of this deck. I don't get on very well with decks that are not the standard rectangle shape, just because I get a lot of problems and issues with my hands. So yeah, we'll just have to deal with it as best we can, right? Can you have a healing message for Scorpio, please? Thank you. Right, what does this one say? Treasure. Okay. Oh, Scorpio, listen to this one. Right. So it says, I am a treasure, magical and unique, with a value beyond measure. Bright soul, within the core of your being lies a treasure beyond measure, the essence of who you are. Your kindness, resilience, and capacity for love are priceless jewels that illuminate the world around you. Your laughter brings joy to those who hear it, and your compassion shines brightly in times of darkness. Cherish these qualities, for they are the true gifts of life, riches that no amount of gold or jewels could ever compare to. Embrace your inner treasure, and allow no one to steal them from you. Remember, you're a treasure and treasured. Now, is that or is that not your entire reading in a fucking nutshell? Like, it's all there, isn't it? It then goes on to say, in the hustle and bustle of modern life, it is easy to overlook the treasures that nature offers us every day, from the delicate petals of a flower to the majestic sweep of a mountain range. Nature's beauty surrounds us, waiting to be appreciated. But beyond its aesthetic appeal, nature provides us with invaluable gifts, clean air to breathe, fresh water to drink, and fertile soil to nourish us. It's a source of solace and inspiration, a sanctuary where we can find peace and rejuvenation. As stewards of the earth, it is our responsibility to esteem nature and protect and preserve it for future generations. By cultivating a deeper connection with the natural world and recognizing its inherent value, we can ensure that these treasures endure for all to enjoy. Okay, so it's saying to never forget that we are a part of nature, not apart from nature, and that it's important to remember to give back to the earth every so often, wherever we can. Okay, like I'm banging on about compost at the moment. Like, we've got so many types of compost, it's unreal. We're even composting our leftovers from cooked meals, which you can't normally put in a regular compost bin, right? So we discovered the Japanese bokashi bins, right? I mean, all of that, it's the little things that add up over time, and it just serves as a reminder to give back to the earth, right? Because the earth gives us so fucking much. It really does. And this planet is alive, right? And again, how easily we forget that because we're all so busy with our own stuff, right? This earth is alive and it gives us so much. So it makes sense for us to give back to the earth wherever we can. Okay, so that's kind of like much bigger picture thinking, right? Okay, and then the shadow work that comes with this card about you being a treasure and treasured is, oh human, please stop feeling guilty for treating yourself to shiny treasures. So, for anybody who at the moment is finding comfort in a little bit of retail therapy, don't feel bad for that, okay? Don't feel guilty for that. And again, that's part of your training. All right, because if you recall, we had someone here who had been training you to believe this, that, and the next about you, and that you don't deserve this, that, and the next, and fuck all that, right? So for some of you guys, when the time comes and you're like, you know what, I quite fancy getting myself a little treat, right? It's important for you not to feel bad for that, not to feel guilty for that, okay? So yeah, stop feeling guilty for treating yourself to shiny treasures. You deserve to indulge now and again in the things that bring you joy. Your life is too short to deny yourself the pleasures that make your heart sing. Whether it's a little trinket, a bauble, or a piece of art, don't let guilt rob you of the joy that your treasures bring you. And here's the thing as well, Scorpio, for those of you guys who are artists, like visual artists here, consider the joy and hope that your art brings to other people, and other people are going to see your art as being a fucking treasure. Okay? You work hard and deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So go ahead, embrace your inner dragon. It's a dragon deck. Embrace your inner dragon and do it guilt-free. Just be sure to show me your new treasures when you get them. Okay? So that's Spirit saying, yeah, you know, show yourself off, all right? You've nothing to feel guilty for. And it's really interesting that you get that as your healing message as well. Because, I mean, even though this is a brand new deck for me, I'm not too familiar with it. From what I have seen of this deck so far, I don't think you could have gotten a better card than that to go with the content of your reading. Okay, if you're interested in this deck, I'm not affiliated with this deck at all. It's just a really interesting brand new deck that I happened to come across while I was on holiday last week. I can't pronounce it though, so you can just screenshot that. I'm sure you'll find it somewhere. It's a mass-produced deck. Right, so that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. Again, I can only apologise if that stop-start energy did translate through into the reading. But again, everything that happens during the reading, it's legit part of the read, okay? So, I mean, I definitely felt it. If you felt it too and it made you feel a little bit, I can only apologise for that, okay? I've just have to go with the messages that come out, basically. But yeah, as long as that was helpful, then my job is done. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.